never cease to amaze me. Like, just when you think things like might change, you walk into seeing something like this. All these cars are lined up here to get apparently animal products, and they're bringing everything outside and they're putting them in their cars. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, if I'm the inspector here, like, what is going on? I've never seen anything like this. And I've done a lot. So when I was an inspector, I used to freaking like we used to make sure that nothing ever was outside, because for the obvious reasons, cross-contamination, animals can come in, temperature control, stuff like this. You guys selling chicken?
I don't work here.
What are you selling? What are you getting?
Yeah, parcels.
Parcels?
Like these.
It's not food?
I'm not sure what it is. I don't have the list for the items.
He's full of shit. Guys, we are out here for Project Livestream number 8, and holy shit. There's been a lot that's happened already today. So we've had activists all over the world sharing the truth about these disgusting hellhole facilities, including St. Helens. And what they do is they shoot cows in the face here. They execute them for yum-yums or something. I don't know. It's ridiculous. So I just happened upon this place. This guy's saying they're parcels, but those don't look like parcels to me. They look like animal products here. So I'm gonna investigate this a little bit further. But yeah, we're here to put a spotlight on this disgusting place, this nightmare facility that executes innocent animals. Yeah, it is fucking cold, but can you imagine being the animal on the slaughterhouse truck? Can you imagine having to travel maybe from as far as 30 hours just to have your life ended here and be accosted by people like this guy, mocking them even, you know? It's crazy. Whoa, slow down, my guy. You gave me a bit of a dirty look. Is this like some weird like fucking operation here? I'm mystified. Like, what the fuck are they selling? It's gotta be animal products. And if it's not, then okay, I mean, do what you want, but my guy, how do I get one? Yeah. How much? $20? Is it chicken or beef? Fruit and vegetables in a box like that, labeled? Yeah. There's no way that's fruit in a box there. So these guys are doing like a little smuggling operation. They say they're giving it away, but yeah, government of Canada or provincial government, where are you? What the hell is going on here? Oh my God. Like, talk about like, so for everyone joining the chat, I'm sorry, it might be a little confusing. So I'm here for Project Livestream number 8. What we do is we expose disgusting fucking nightmare hellhole facilities that execute innocent animals. And we get accosted and harassed by people like this guy here, who's harassed me several times. So they shoot mother cows in the face. Sometimes they're still pregnant. And that's also people can drink their milk, right? And eat their bodies, which is, it's 2026, like, wake the fuck up. So I'm here exposing this place. But I happened upon this place it used to be called Riding Regency, and they were shut down because, and you can see on the truck, the fire truck, I don't know if you can see the name. It still says riding Regency on it. And so I was going to set up my tripod over there, but I happened upon this, and they're quite literally bringing out boxes and parcels, they say. And the one guy said they're giving them to the public or something. You love milk, JW. Well, JW, do you try to get the milk from your mom, or do you try to get the milk from another species of animal? Do you like when you see your mom, when you visit your mom, are you like, Mom, can I have a little bit? Or I'm just kind of confused, because it seems like if you're on here, you should be an adult, right? And humans wean off of breast milk at a very young age, right? From humans, right? Because we aren't cows. I guarantee you, if you go look in the mirror, you're gonna see you're not a cow, right? That makes sense, right? Am I off? Like when I look in the mirror, I see a human. I don't see a cow. So yeah, so someone's verifying my claim there. Vegetarian. Well, that's still not enough. Yeah? All right. Just making sure, my guy. Got people fucking killed by these places. Yeah, so again, we're not fucking cows. We don't have to eat animals. And so, like, I get it if you maybe didn't understand growing up, you were told you have to eat animals. We're here to educate. We're not here to really shame. But when you know better, you should be better. And so that's the point. Like, this truck here, who knows where it came from? And all these poor cows, you know, they're going to be executed because the human supremacists here decide that their life is, you know, not deemed of any more value, right? What does that sound like throughout history, right? Not deemed to have any more value, so it's time to just execute them. This guy's smoking away, looking at his phone. Fuck's sakes, it stinks, man. So I'm also going to be exposing the side here. Right now there's a trailer there, but if you didn't know, guys, and it's something that we should really look into, is the pet food industry or companion food industry. They make up quite a bit of the industry. So the discarded, let me point this around, the discarded body parts of the animals that humans won't eat, like the cancers, the tumors, the intestines, the contaminated, inedible body parts that humans won't eat from the cows that they enslave, it will go into a bin over here. And then those parts will be sent to a rendering facility. And then that will go to your dogs and cats and other companions. And so you're essentially feeding your animals the garbage waste products that humans consider inedible. So people talk about loving their animals, loving them. Oh, I love my cat, I love my dog, you know, I love my animals. But they feed them the dismembered body parts that are considered inedible, that they won't eat themselves, but they're gonna give to their animals. Can you imagine? I love my cat, I love my dog. I'm gonna feed them cancer and tumor balls from the discarded body parts. This guy harassed me too. He's a harasser right here. Literally called Jenny McQueen a fucking bitch. Can you imagine? Someone out defending animals, protecting them, fighting for their rights. She was standing over here, right about here actually, and he called her a fucking bitch. Get out of the way, you fucking bitch. That's what he said. That guy right there, the manager of this hellhole facility, St. Helens, that executes mother cows. They shoot them in the face, sometimes multiple times, by the way. And that's not to kill them, that's to immobilize them so someone can jab a knife in their throat over and over and over. And what do you think what teaches society? It creates more violent crime rates? It creates more drug addicts, more alcoholics, because people have to disassociate themselves from the innocent sentient beings, again, that are executed every single day here at this disgusting facility. So guys, let me know where you're from. Tell me where you come from in the world. Let me know if you saw some of Project Livestream earlier. I have a link in my description. I believe Jake is live right now. If you want to go check him out. We've had several activists doing this all over the world. We are part of Project Livestream. We are here to showcase what happens at fucking disgusting hellhole places like this. These places need to be abolished, shut down. Fuck this place. Fuck every place that exploits and abuses sentient, innocent sentient beings. We're not going to stand for it. We're done. We're done. We're going to get everybody out to put cameras on these fucking places and get them shut down. And that's what I'm here today to do, as well as so many others. Snow, rain, whatever it is, it's not going to stop us. So please, guys, join us for Project Livestream number 9. We're going to do the annual Project Livestream coming up as well. That'll be in June. We're excited to announce the date. Let's fucking go. Get out there. Expose these disgusting hellhole facilities for what they are. They need to be abolished today. Now. Immediately. No one should have to die for fucking something so trivial as a fucking sandwich, as a fucking body part. Fuck that. We're done. We're done dealing with that. We're going to be out here. And we've had many already changed. Many have changed. They've crossed the line even. Even watching Project Livestream, they've crossed the line. They've quit their jobs because they realize that they too align with not doing this. Maybe they didn't realize it in the moment. So you even see there's police tape here. There's a stop sign. No loitering, no trespassing. What a transparent industry, isn't it? Real transparent. Real transparent. I mean, you have across the street, which used to be a slaughterhouse, True Harvest Meats, which if you go back into Jamie Logan's Instagram or YouTube, some of us went inside to show what happens inside. I was actually grabbed by, I think, the owner at the time or the manager, and he tried to grab my camera, and so he was a pretty strong guy. Pushed me through the door. That's way back, maybe about a year or two ago. And so, yeah, so this company is doing something which looks really shady over here. Who knows what the fuck is in there? Is that cleaning? I think that's the chemicals. See, people talk about chemicals on plants. What do you think that is right there? That is chemicals that will be used in the process of unaliving these animals. So oftentimes they'll be put in like chlorine baths, or there'll be chemical sprays used to kill pathogens like E. coli, Salmonella, Campylobacter. Look up just one of those chemicals and you can see right now, you can see the feces, the little shit, because these animals probably transported from so far away, scared shitless, quite shitless, and it's all over the truck. Yes, that's diarrhea. That's fear right there. Look at the feces on the truck. Why do you want to be a part of that? I don't think you should be a part of that. Don't. Look at the truck. It's a metal death truck, guys. Metal death truck. Shame, shame, shame. How disgusting is that? Hey, Kathy. Thanks for being here, Michael, Kathy, Nilf. I see you guys. I see you guys in the chat. You guys are out there talking to the trolls. You guys are out there educating people. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. You guys do so much. So let's see, maybe we can get a closer look at what this is actually. Yeah, let's see. So I don't know if someone wants to screenshot that. Q foam. Interesting. Alkaline chlorinated foaming disinfectant cleaner. So who knows, right? And then we got some acid here, blends of foaming ends of acid. Very interesting. So if you were to go in one of these places, you wouldn't even be able to understand some of the names of the chemicals. Basically, what I would say is it's a chemical soup bath is what these animals' body parts are put into in order to make it so-called edible for human consumption. But the thing is, like, these animals live in their filth. They live in feces, vomit, diarrhea. They live in this. And so they transport that. You saw the shit on the truck, right? So they'll be covered in that when they go into the slaughterhouse, when they're executed. There's so-called cross-contamination, right? So this happens. And so, like, you look at some of the things in here, right? Like, you have nitrogen. Better get out of the way here, because you never know, guys. Also, always, please, 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 if you're out doing these events, have your head on a swivel. You never know. This is called St. Helens Meatpackers. This is in Toronto, on the most disgusting street in Toronto, where they have slaughterhouses. They have suspicious things happening at one slaughterhouse that was shut down. This guy went and parked and hid from me, and now is coming in, and we're going to try to bear witness here to the poor cows who are about to be executed so people can have some trivial pleasure. That's what we're out here to show. These poor cows. What did they ever do to you? What did they ever do to you to deserve this treatment? What did they do to you? Right? She did nothing to you. The smell, the stench. The thing is that you guys can't see is the stench. You can't smell it. I was like blocks away, and this is all I could smell. I'm so sorry. Just a number, people. They're just given a number. They're used and exploited and discarded as things, as objects. You can see their breath from the cold air. You imagine driving down a highway. My hands are absolutely freezing. I am fucking so cold right now. But can you imagine being on the highway in this weather, being transported, driving so fast? It's insane. And the thing is, we don't have to do this. These are for optional products. Optional products. And just so you know, I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I used to think we had to do this. I used to work in this industry. I was a welfare guy. Oh, better welfare. Maybe, you know, if they slowed down the line, or maybe if they increased inspectors, or maybe if they didn't drop the crates from this high up, maybe if the stun gun was like better, it had better capacity to stun the animals. Maybe if the gas chamber had less animals in it and you didn't cramp them in and they didn't burn, you know, maybe there's a better way. And then, you know, one day I just saw that I didn't have to do it, and I changed. And the thing is, that was 12 years ago. We know today now that it's not necessary. People are aware that you don't have to eat animal products in order to live, to survive, all these things. So why are we doing it? We don't have to do it. And that's why we're out here along with several of the activists. You can see them in the chat. Many of them were live today at disgusting places like this. So what do we got, guys? What are we spraying with today? You putting the animals in there? The body parts? The mother cows? Do they scream on the kill floor, or you guys don't work on the kill floor? You know, I used to be a slaughterhouse inspector myself. I saw the mother cows, the pregnant mother cows, killed. You know, we can change, right? This is blood money. This is your legacy, my guy. Your legacy. You don't have to do this. The children's breakfast clubs. That's what that sign says. Insane, insane. Guys, if you are vegan, please hit 1 in the chat. if you're somebody considering change after seeing the cows kind of go through what they are inside this death truck, hit 2. If you're somebody who just doesn't care, hit any other number and double tap the screen. There's going to be several other activists showing up today who are going to join me for Project Livestream. We got some 2s in the house. That's great. Open-minded. There's a video in my description called the 3-Minute Movie Challenge. I encourage you to watch it. Take the necessary steps to not be a part of this. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. So don't do it. Be kind. And to the other numbers in the house, it's disgusting. You want to talk about it? I mean, you're looking at me. He's got his paddle board, you know. He's gonna whack the poor cows. He's gonna whack them into submission because they haven't been through enough, right? It's not that they haven't been through enough having their baby stolen, living in shit basically their entire life, having their baby stolen, and then being put on a death truck, being abandoned by your so-called owner or farmer, and then to go and get hit by a paddle, and then it's bye-bye, profits in the bank, yay, yay, I got money. So people can just, yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking mad. And you see the seagulls, so they're waiting for their food. So they're gonna grab the dismembered body parts from over here. You see where that owl is? They have an owl up there to try to scare the birds away so the birds don't go in the bin to grab the cancer, the intestines, all these other body parts. What happens is they fly with the body parts into the park behind this slaughterhouse. Yeah, exactly, the circle of life. So they go into the bin, they bring the dismembered body parts into the park where the children play. That draws in more birds. All these birds drop feces into the park. You can see the seagulls here. This is Midtown Toronto. Why are seagulls here? Do you know? Wouldn't they more likely be more towards the beach? No, because they get a meal here. They drop the dismembered body parts, and then the kids run around and they play soccer in that field. So I would only imagine that some of those kids are going to pick up a pathogen. If you actually cared about the kids in the neighborhood, they're going to get sick. That could affect them for the rest of their fucking life. And people are supporting this. People are like okay with it. Oh, it's okay. Yum, yum. Bacon though. Beef though. Like, imagine that mentality. You care more about your palate, your taste pleasure, than children playing in a park. You create more violent crime rates. You create more alcoholics and drug addicts just for your fucking yum-yums. How pathetic is that? So pathetic. This is in Toronto. You guys are doing the smoke thing over there. I want to figure out what's going on, what the hell they were selling over there, or giving out from this place that's just opened up now again. That was shut down. But yeah, this is a slaughterhouse in Toronto. This is a slaughterhouse, not a processing plant. It's another euphemism. Look at this guy sticking the cows. Get out, you fucking assholes. Get off my truck. I gotta go for my break, my break. Get them out of there. Just sticking them. Yeah, well, that's it too, right? It's like, who works in these places? It's marginalized communities. It's not, these aren't college-educated people. They're coming, they're migrants, immigrants. There's children trafficked into these places. You know, if your child came to you and said, Mom, Dad, I want to work in a slaughterhouse, you'd be like, oh my God, I got to seek therapy for my kid. I don't want them to work in this place. Please, no, don't make it happen. And yeah. So guys, just always keep your head on a swivel too when you're out here. Look at this guy. Beating the animals. Get out, yeah. Holler, holler, holler. Hit them, hit them. Yeah, yell at them, smack them around. Fuck the cows. They already made me my money. Just put the money in my wallet. I'm gonna smack them around because fuck them. Right? Screw them. It's too cold. I don't want to be out here, right? Get in there. Get in the slaughterhouse so I can cut your fucking throat. So I can dismember you. So I can shoot you in the face. You can suffer from it. Watching your family die right in front of you. What do you think I'm doing out here, Charlie? What are you doing with your life? Is this the same guy who just drove up his car again? They do these intimidation tactics out here. That's why I say keep your head on a swivel. I was assaulted here 3 times now. Yeah, 3 times. And verbally harassed many times. All for just standing here and filming and documenting the truth. The reality of what takes place at this fucking hellhole nightmare facility. Guys, let me know where you're from. Let me know if you've tuned into Project Livestream before. If you guys are considering getting involved, it's at Project Livestream on Instagram. Please join us. We'll get you set up with the subscribers you need, with the people you need to support you, because we're a growing community. We are all over the world today, and we're here to expose this disgusting industry. For myself, I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I worked for the Canadian government for over 15 years in this industry. You can't imagine the things I saw. You can't even imagine what takes place. You going this way? The violence. People getting like shot in the face, like multiple times. The first cow I saw get shot in the face, just screaming for their life. Their tongue fell out, they're upside down on a hook. Before you know it, someone's grabbing their neck and just jabbing at them over and over and over, and just blood everywhere. It's just, can't even imagine. You can't even imagine, you know, hearing the cows moo, and they know what's gonna happen. And the funny thing is they look to you. It's very conditional how we treat them. They look to you to say, hey, please don't do this to me. Or maybe they think that you have their best interest or in heart, but you don't. You're essentially, you've already sealed their fate. You put a date down, and this doesn't need to happen. You like to talk about it? People are looking at me today. They seem interested to talk. Maybe they have some confessions to make, right? Because this is hell, right? This is hell on earth, and it's a nightmare for many. So maybe they have confessions to make. Maybe they want to tell what they've done to these poor animals on these death floors. Hi from Russia. Well, Brian, they can try, but I'm within my rights. I'm legally allowed to be here. Do you believe in freedom of speech, Brian? Do you think we should have freedom of speech or expression? Do you think we should be allowed to expose the truth? Do you think we should be allowed to share what's happening in our food system? Why can't I just walk in the door and show the world what's happening? Why not? Do you think the public should be hidden from all of this? Yeah, well, I didn't change because I didn't like the taste. I changed because I realized seeing that baby calf whose head was pounded in who was born on the slaughterhouse truck. Can you imagine being born on a slaughterhouse truck and then having your face smashed in your first minute of existence? And then the picture I see is them covered in feces. I could almost barely make out that they were a being. And so, yeah, that's not right. That doesn't need to happen. We can stop this. And we all know what's right and wrong, right? We do know what's right and wrong, but some people kind of choose to not be open-minded. They choose the violence. I don't know where this guy's going. Maybe he's going in there. So guys, I highly recommend, if you're going to be doing this kind of work too, is to get a body cam. A lot of people will donate, so maybe ask for that support. Really important that we protect ourselves, but also that we maintain pressure. This industry needs some pushback. We need to shut it down, abolish it for good. Shut down these hellholes. Yeah, this is sick and evil. Sick and evil. Why do you want to sponsor the terror, the nightmare? Why do you want to do this to living sentient beings? Rob, why do you hate animals? Have you always hated animals? Like, have you seen what happens in the industry? Have you seen the mother cows get shot in the face? Have you seen what happens to the male chicks, the females? You know that the female chicken, the breasts are so huge they can't even carry their own body weight. Imagine we did that to humans, to female humans. We genetically engineered them to have such heavy breasts that they couldn't hold their own body weight. That's what we do to 6-week-old babies. They weigh equivalent, get this, a 6-week chicken will weigh equivalent to a 250-pound human being. That would be the equivalency. And you guys are eating them. You're eating their breasts. You're literally eating their breasts. Like, think about that. When you chew into their body parts, that is their breast. The genetically engineered fucking breast. And look at the barbed wire fence here. Like, I was once told, it isn't to stop activists from going in. It's to prevent the animals from escaping. That's haunting. No, Southern Mender. Every single animal that you've eaten has been genetically engineered. They're all selectively bred and engineered to grow as fast as possible. They're not the original animals. People want to talk about natural and all this shit. This is not natural. What the fuck is this is not natural? There's nothing natural about this. And even if you want to go back in prehistoric times, we don't even have the data to show. If you're a caveman and you have the choice to chase an animal or go to a grocery store, what the fuck you think you're gonna do? You're definitely not gonna want to chase around an animal. You would just go to the grocery store and grab some nice fruits and veggies and make a fucking lentil stew. This isn't rocket science. And a lot of people here, the people that are watching, just know that a lot of the commenters, a lot of the trolls are actually, they're industry workers. They either take lives or they're making money off of that, or maybe they're just ignorant, they don't understand, but mostly it would be people that are the ones taking lives or profiting off of this industry. So if you didn't know, when you take lives, what people suffer from is PTSD and disassociation, often turning to drugs and alcohol and taking these things out on their family members. Increased violent crime rates are really bad. Sexual assault specifically happens quite a bit as well. So that's something you got to consider. If you're paying for this, you're increasing crime. Ethan, what kind of farmer? Hopefully you're a crop farmer, you're doing the right thing. If you're an animal farmer, we have advocacy programs to help you make the switch and stop exploiting animals for your money, for your profits. And Soy Daddy is just giving you a mention there. And he won't ask more than a few times, so I would listen. So guys, once again, this is part of Project Livestream, where we show what happens in this disgusting industry. Because we believe, unlike some of the people in the chat, I mean, a lot are vegans and they want to change, and then there's a lot of people that would change. I mean, unlike some of the other people in the chat, we believe that most people, given the information and the understanding, they would want this to stop and change. Most people have a heart. Most people are kind and empathetic and compassionate. Not like this guy smashing. I could hear it. Yeah. Get in the slaughterhouse. Get your neck slashed. Fuck you, cow. You've served your purpose. This is what's going on in his head, right? Yeah. Oh, poke the other way. There we go. Yeah. Poke them. Can you imagine not wanting to go to your death and getting assaulted like this? Yeah. So that's what you pay for. People are like, there's a humane way to do this. Yeah, humane assault, right? Imagine if that was you in there and someone was hitting you and your family. The reason they have those little hooks and stuff is so the guy can jump up. And now he's like, well, what am I supposed to do? Well, get a different job? How about that? Fucker. And if I wasn't here, believe me, he would be smashing that a lot harder. Now he's going to be annoyed at me. It's my fault for filming. Well, why don't, like you guys talk about transparency. Oh yeah, we're transparent. We love our animals. Animals are treated better than humans. Have you heard that one, guys? If you guys have heard that before, that the animals are treated better than humans, hit 1 in the chat. Yep. Also, guys, let me know if you've heard of. Let me hear the biggest excuses that you've heard about the justifications to do this to animals. Like, I heard one the other day, and I'm still laughing from it. Someone was saying plants feel pain. Man, was I laughing! I was laughing hard about it. And slow down. Guys giving me a dirty look. This is why I say heads on a swivel. Look at that. Glorifying body parts. So if you didn't know that your ground animal flesh, guys, that's like hundreds of animals inside that one. Hundreds of different types of DNA are going to be in the ground animal flesh. And one of the things I tested for the most, Jesus, slow down, man. One of the things I tested for the most as an inspector was E. coli, and it would be samples of ground animal flesh. So all of them have different DNA strands, and all of them have the potential to have disease, or E. coli especially. So what E. coli comes from is the feces, right? The waste. And so you saw the truck earlier covered in feces, right? Well, it's no wonder that gets introduced into your food system. And even with the best so-called biosecurity measures, they still tell you to cook the animal products in order to reduce your risk, not to eliminate your risk, to reduce your risk of contracting a pathogen. 1 in 6 Americans will contract E. coli, Salmonella, Campylobacter, Listeria. 1 in 6. And if you didn't know what that does to your central nervous system or your body, what it could do for the rest of your life, this is in Canada. It can literally mess up your entire life. So I think there was a stat I saw that said anybody who contracts a pathogen is at a reduced lifespan. And so if it's 1 in 6 every year, I mean, your odds are that you're going to contract one. And I'm sure many of you have eaten an individual in the past and had to go to the washroom right away. Likely, maybe you didn't react. Maybe you didn't react, but long term, you could be fucked. So is that really worth your life when you can just not? I don't think it's worth your life. And more importantly, like and the reason I bring up these human-centric ideas is because people are fucking selfish. It's really sad. So I bring up, the rights of people sometimes and how we're exploiting humans in this industry. But it's more about the animals. Like everything I say is geared towards trying to end this disgusting industry for the animals. If you've seen the things that I have as a former slaughterhouse inspector, I worked in an investigation unit. You can't even imagine. You just can't even imagine how these animals are treated in farms. Some of the activists here have been on these farms. I was in the investigation. You can't even imagine how people treat these animals. Farmers will commit SA on the animals. They'll shove things in the animals, wooden objects. They'll burn out their eyes even. One of the documents I had, the farmer fucking burned out a pig's eyes. They'll tattoo them. They'll constantly just tattoo them because these people are demented, right? Because they're isolated from society. They get mad at the animals for trying to get away and not wanting to listen and stuff like that. So they do these awful things to them. You cannot believe it. It's legal. A lot of this is legal. If a pig is looking like they're sick, they just grab their legs and smash their fucking head against the ground. No worries. It's legal. So what do you think that does to the person doing that? Or the person that's fondling the animal? What do you think that does to the person who maybe doesn't have a partner, maybe, like putting their bits in hands and stuff everywhere? Like, dude, it happens, and people just don't want to believe it, but it actually happens. Disgusting. There's been farmers to complain on neighbors, but a lot of farmers, I would say, they don't tell on the bad guy. They protect their own, which I say is a disgrace to all the ones who think that they're doing the right thing. Maybe they don't abuse the animals on the farm. They still send them to slaughter. They still make the money, but they also protect. They also protect the. Hello, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, David.
Yes, thank you. Hey, thank you.
Even across the world to be here with you.
Yes,
For the animals.
it's a pleasure to be here with you as well, Animal Warrior. Thank you.
You are my inspiration.
You're my inspiration. I know how hard you work, and you still make it out. And it's a freezing day, but we have to be out here.
A day off because it's so important to be here. But thank you for doing this because
Yeah,
we don't want to be, but we must be here.
we have to be.
We made a choice, right?
We do. We caused this problem, right? So we have to be the solution.
Absolutely.
Truck drivers are driving a little fast today, so just keep your head on a swivel. And thank you, Jarina, for being here. Jarina, warrior for the animals here, always. Mark, if I'm retired, guys, so should I get a job if I'm retired? Should we be allowed to retire? Mark says that I should get a job even though I'm retired. So, guys, if we think people shouldn't be allowed to, this guy's coming out hot. Wow. I don't think he was too pleased that I was filming and catching him assaulting the animals, assaulting them to get off his truck because, well, maybe he needs to have his smoke. Well, he's got a smoke in his mouth. Maybe he needs to have his little break or something. Yeah, he's giving the finger. Yep. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Death truck. Disgusting behavior. Vegan for the animals. Guys, if you're vegan, hit 1. If you're someone considering change after seeing what this guy did to the animals, hit 2. For everyone else, hit another number. Double tap the screen. This is part of Project Livestream. This is number 8. We had many activists all over the world today doing the exact same thing, exposing these places, putting pressure on these places. I noticed here they even have more security. So I've seen at other places they have more security. And so they're well aware that we're doing this, we're exposing this. But inside right now, right in that chute there, are a bunch of mother cows lined up, about to be shot in the face. They're gonna be shot in the face, sometimes multiple times. Then a knife, a machete, is gonna be used to slice the neck of the animal, the poor cow. I gotta watch my back here because I think I see the guy who came at me before. So just be prepared. The phone might get a little shaky. Hopefully he's not gonna try to assault me again. But yes, so guys, please hit like, share out the stream. This again is part of Project Livestream number 8. We're gonna be doing this all the time at all different places because we need to wake up the world. This isn't necessary or mandatory, and we can change. I'm a prime example of it. I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I work for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. I've documented, I've been to court on behalf of the public. I've been to testify on behalf of the public of these people that claim to care about their animals, these profiteers making extensive money off the torture and suffering of these innocent beings. And so, like Livewire here, he's been in my comment section like crazy. I'm like a little bug in his head, which is hilarious because it's people like Livewire that continue to boost us in the algorithm. So thank you, Livewire. Keep commenting your nonsense. I responded to you. Livewire went, guys, listen to this troll in the chat. Livewire went into my comment section. He copied and pasted little clips out of some documents that he read. He calls them studies. He copied and pasted, put it into my comment section. All I did, if you don't want to deal with the nonsense, all I did was go to ChatGPT and then another platform to verify. And I copied and pasted it and replied to his nonsense. And basically ChatGPT said that basically what he was doing was cherry picking some studies, and he can't even read the studies. ChatGPT was saying he can't read the studies. Oh my God, can you imagine being that dumb? And not even verifying yourself. So that's what he did. Hey, sorry guys. That's what he did. So he didn't even read or confirm. He made up his own biased statement. Things on like numbers of meat eaters. Said like 40% of the population is going to be eating meat in 2040 or something like that, like crazy. Or sorry, 90% of the people, I don't know. But anyways, crazy, these statements. These people, they don't even research, and they comment as authority figures, and they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Crazy. So I'm just walking up here. Guys, what you can't understand is the smell. It is rancid here. I could smell it from a block away, as if like, it's almost like someone shat in my mouth. That's how bad the smell is, how terrible it is. What they do to the animals here is absolutely horrible. What do you think, my guy? Do you think we should stop eating animals? Should we leave the animals alone? This place, they're killing mother cows. They shoot them in the head, sometimes multiple times, sometimes they're pregnant. And then they stab away at their bodies. It's terrible. So in there, I don't know if you guys can see that far, but in there, it's one of the bins. Maybe they have a baby in there. Maybe they cut out the baby, and the baby is in that bin there. They used to have them in the totes there. I know it's a bit difficult to see, but yeah. Can you imagine? Violence. Violent industry, violence creates violence, and it's no wonder why we live in a violent world. We're eating violence. We're consuming violence. Why don't you, like, and the troll comments just don't change. They don't get new. Like, this guy, well, do you eat humans? Are humans made of food? Humans are animals, you dumb fuck. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I want to talk to my friends here for a second, because I found that interesting when I walked in about, did you guys see over there?
Yeah.
The guys with the cars, they're driving in and they're giving out boxes.
Huh.
I think it's got to be animal products that they're giving out.
I think they sold it.
But over there, they were giving out boxes, and it has labels on them. One guy was saying it's fruit. They wouldn't have fruit with labels on boxes. They don't label the fruit. So I don't know if we can get information on what they're doing there.
Yeah,
Because they're bringing out, you can't have that outside, is what I'm getting at.
yeah, right.
Do you know? That's not how it works. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing over there.
I'm telling you, they clean out the place. Either somebody bought it or
Yeah, no, the guy told me somebody bought it.
Somebody bought it?
Yeah.
it's going to be sold.
He wouldn't tell me. But I'm almost certain.
Because
When we were in there.
to farm it is
Yeah.
something else, they have to dig it down.
Yeah.
You don't think it doesn't have to be slaughterhouse, that's what you said. It might be something that they can process again.
They still have all the equipment in there when we went in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look, they wouldn't waste all that room, right? So I would like to know.
It's really old, so I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, it's still like it was all clean. Some of it was new and up to date. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it in Jenny's stream.
I remember it then.
Yeah, and we got kicked out.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah, so I call this the most disgusting street in Toronto. Down over there, they have something called a tannery. So essentially, it's the cow's skin. Another euphemism. Like they call a cow's skin leather or hide. These are all euphemisms, right? It's just they use these terms to make people feel better about their choices. Yada, yada, yada. I think there's probably another truck coming because this guy came out. So hopefully we'll get to bear witness. It is freezing out, guys. It is absolutely, whoo. I can barely hold the phone. And my phone's dying very quickly. You know, it's like, Kate, do you want to have a discussion about this? Kate, it's kind of wild that you're a female, right? And I'm at a slaughterhouse that objectifies females. They steal their babies away. What if that happened to you? What if an alien race came down and decided, hey, we're gonna objectify you. We're gonna force you to be pregnant. And then we're gonna steal your babies and we're gonna chop you up and eat. You'd be happy to? See, everyone, Kate is a prime example of a coper, right? She copes, she makes up all these lies, and look at her behavior. Don't be like Kate, guys. Be kind, be empathetic. Wow, these are big cows. Sickening. Kate is for this. Kate hates cows. Can you imagine how much she hates that poor mother? Kate hates cows. That you should change your name. You should wear a t-shirt that says that, Kate. A sweater that says you hate them. Look at that. Unbelievable. Kate supports this. Kate's getting hungry seeing this. Can you imagine the mentality? It's really chaotic here. There's a bunch of cars everywhere, causing a traffic jam. Do not touch me, do not get near me, don't get in my way. I will defend myself. Just letting you know again, because it seems like I gotta let you know every time. This, oh my God, the smell is so bad. Can't even imagine the smell. Wow, these are big cows. So sorry, baby. How disgusting. I'm telling you, man, I'll defend myself. Do not get fucking near me. Drive your fucking car at me like you did. Don't think I won't forget. Don't think I'll forget. Shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me. Shut up.
You fuck up.
What? What did you say? What did you say? Yeah. Fuck yourself. This guy, he drove his car at me while I was turned around. Can you imagine? He drove his car at me. I was standing over here. He drove up onto the pavement here and he slid on his brakes to intimidate me. I've got it on video though. He also has told us off. He's gotten up behind me. He's harassed me. He saw his own employee come at me, attack me with my phone. Also, he saw his own employee grab Jenny McQueen's phone. And we have it all on video. We have it all on video. Consistent assaulter, just because we're here filming this. I don't understand. You get people a little bit of power, right? They think that they're somehow something. Anyways. I wonder if this guy's gonna beat the cows out as well. Thanks, Zach. Exactly. Save the cows. Fuck this industry. It's funny because people want to be against the man. There's billionaires making money. The guy who owns this place, he lives in this lushy place in Toronto. He lives in this wonderful, luxurious place. Give me a fucking break, man. This guy's living the dream off the backs of these cows. This isn't necessary. There's a community over here. Can you imagine the drinking water? There's kids that play in the park here. There's seagulls that drop body parts in the park there. And there's so many birds that drop their waste there. It's fucking insane, man. Fuck this disgusting place. And this place too. What are you guys doing over there? What are you guys doing over there?
That's not my job.
Yeah.
I've been here.
Yeah. But what are they selling? I want to know what they're selling. Or they're giving away.
No, like my dispatch sent me the load.
Yeah.
I don't know about the load.
But they're giving out stuff over there.
Actually, it's my first time here. That's why I'm asking you. Like, I have to back up here.
Oh, you got to back up.
Yeah.
I'll get out of your way. Sure, no
Yeah.
problem. Yeah. I don't want to get in your way, but Some shady shit going on over there. I should call the Animal Alliance. Yeah, it's strange. Cause it.
You mean those packages?
What is
We
that?
were talking those packages that they are loading. Oh, look at these are lambs.
We have lambs here now too. But they've got it all sealed off. They're all covered. I wonder if this guy's coming back. But they just, like they drive on the sidewalk and stuff like that. I don't know what this guy's doing. Like, just total disregard.
Can see it.
I don't think you can see. Can we see them before they get murdered? Why not?
Why not?
You've already made your money, buddy. Like, why not?
Why not? Why not to see before we go in? Why not?
They can't have like a little bit of, respect and kindness. A little bit of that. No, just your money, right? Blood money. Congratulations. Great legacy, my man. Blood money. Oh, I can see them in there. I think they're cows. We can change. I changed. I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector, dude. Guys, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe. There's a couple videos that have come out as shorts. Please go and comment on them. If you want to support me, there's a link down in my bio on my, it's a link tree for support on equipment and stuff like that. Also, guys, there are a couple activists that I need, and we all need to become full-time. Mel&Steve, I have their link tree in the description below as well. They put an incredible, I can't even describe to you, an incredible amount of work into animal advocacy, and all we need is for them to be full-time. And so just £1 or more, if you can afford to, just get them on the Patreon. Please, we need them as full-time activists. Because the thing is, if we're doing like regular work, regular jobs, I mean, it's fine, but if we have people that are dedicating their time and energy who want to become full-time activists, we should enable that. I think everybody that wants to be an activist should be able to do that. And there's nothing more important than this cause right now. So please go over and become a Patreon member for them. Oh. Let's get me up to 100 likes as well, please, guys. And share out the stream if you can. We're gonna be here for a little bit longer. I gotta add some juice to the phone. And there's gonna be a couple other activists to come out here today, including the powerhouse Jenny McQueen. I think Laura is also gonna be going live today for her first time. Hopefully Angela as well, maybe Pira. We'll see. Traffic's a bit heavy due to the weather, so it's taking people a bit of time to get out. Yeah. Well, Babuchi, what more important of a cause would there be? So 92 billion land animals are executed every single year. How many people get sick from pathogens? 1 in 6. So in the US anyway. So if you extrapolate that, what does that affect our healthcare cost? What about with the people killing the animals? And what about the animals themselves? Think about that, right? Look at this guy even changed his avatar to hide from me. That's funny. And then we're consuming violence. We've normalized violence in society. So what are you talking about? What would be more of a more important cause right now that you can actually make a change in? Sure, you can have other rights and stuff that you go fight for. I'm not saying that. Of course, we can have multiple things that we fight for. But dude, this is something you can change yourself. You could literally not take the lives of 5,000 to 10,000 animals over a lifetime and save them from going into this fucking disgusting situation. This terror, this nightmare of what they go through. You don't need to do that, right? You don't have to. It's not mandatory for you to do that. So you just choose the other option. And then don't you think we'd live in a better world? How could we not live in a better world if people were respecting animals? If people can respect animals, then of course they're going to be kind to humans. Like, use your brain, bro. Use your brain. It's not that hard to think about. Boring and sad life. Yes, it is a boring and sad life. Let me ask you, what do you do for the world other than troll? You watch Netflix? What a great life. Oh, there's Laura. So I believe Laura's live right now. I wonder if we got her link into the link tree. I won't be able to tell here. Ruben, what are the slaves for? What were the black people who were transported over to the North America for? Why do we have sorry. What are black people for, right? That's the same mentality, right? They're meant to be slaves. They're meant to be here for us, to be used for us, right? That's your mentality, Ruben. What do you mean, what are the cows here for? They don't have to be here for us. It's a supremacist mindset. Why do you think anybody has to be there for you? Who the fuck are you, Ruben? Who the fuck are you, dude? I'm not comparing, I'm not equating it. I'm saying we have similarities, dude. We have similarities. We have similarities in we can feel pain, we can love, we're mammals, we have families. Why the fuck would you do that to somebody? You don't have to do it. It's just your supremacist mindset. And then you exploit, you talk about humans. If you're so concerned about humans, then why are you trafficking children, immigrants, refugees to work in these places? Why would you do that? Guys, like, I care about humans, but I'm gonna put humans in slaughterhouses and create more violent crime rates and the communities around slaughterhouses. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. All for a food fucking choice. Give me a break. Livewire, like, maybe next time you comment on one of my posts, how about you come up with some evidence instead of making your own BS nonsense and stop creating different accounts, man. That's pretty sad. Let's debate about it. Livewire, we'll debate about it, or you can debate with one of my great friends. I have some Discord links in my description. You guys can go debate any time of day. There'll probably likely be someone there. And yeah, you can discuss veganism. Get me up to that 100 likes, guy. There we go. Like, can you imagine thinking, like that's the exact, Ruben has the exact same mindset as someone who was a slave owner back in the day and someone saying, we shouldn't own slaves. And he's like, well, what are they here for? like, oh my God. So we got waste management right here, guys. WM. You can only imagine what that is. And so I was talking about it a little bit earlier. If you have companion animals, dogs, cats, the discarded body parts here, like intestines, tumors, cancers, contaminated animal products, they're put into a bin, then they're sent to a place called a rendering facility. And if you thought a slaughterhouse smelled bad, whoa, yeah, the smell there is much worse, right? And so what they do is they heat treat these cancer, tumors, body parts, and then you feed that shit to your companion, your dog, your cats, and people say they love their animals. Why would you do that? Well, Alex, there's a thing that vegan isn't a diet. Veganism is not a diet. It's removing the idea that we should be commodifying them or using them for their body parts, exploiting them. It's about not viewing animals here for us. rather than here with us. There's a lot of ways to explain it. So basically, we shouldn't enslave them. They aren't here for us. We've chosen this for some reason, but we don't have to do this. And so you talk about carnivore and you talk about plant-based, but these are just diets, right? Like, because you don't have to do that.
I love you, baby. I love you so much. I see you. I love you.
Why? Why do you want to do this, guys? What did they ever do to you? I'm so sorry. Oh, so go back in the bus. Go up to the counter. And then get the light. Thanks for being here, guys. It's not easy. Just trying to get as many of them as I can. Sorry, baby. Chains here. It's another truck too that just went up that way. I wonder if they're parking up. We're part of Project Livestream. Guys, please get out, share their story. We need to end this. We need to abolish this. This does not need to happen. They do not need to be treated as objects, as things. Please be kind, be compassionate, live vegan. Don't do this to them. Please hit like, hit subscribe, share the stream. Tell people what's happening here. Get involved. Join Project Livestream. Reach out to us. We can help you get the subs you need to share what's happening here. Look at everyone filming what's happening here. Imagine this was 300, 500, thousands of us. Imagine if it was. Maybe we could abolish this industry altogether. Thanks for being here, guys. Again, please hit like, hit subscribe, share the stream. Guys, let me know if you're vegan. Hit 1 in the chat. If you're someone who just saw this and is affected by it, please hit 2. And if you're somebody else and you don't care about what happens to these poor cows or any other animals, hit any other number and double tap the screen. This is not necessary. We do not have to do this. We do not have to do this. So guys, I'm gonna ask too if you go over and over to my friend's stream, the sober vegan. My friend is live right now as well, the sober vegan. Please go over and give Laura some support. Go over and hit like. Sometimes it doesn't show, just so you know, okay? It doesn't, yeah. Sometimes it feels like, but you're good. Go over there and support Laura. There's a link in my description as well. You can see all the other activists live today. So we're here again to show the truth. There's plenty of us out here, but we need more. We need everybody out here with their cameras, sharing the truth. This doesn't need to happen, guys. I see a lot of comments saying things, right? But just so you know, I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I worked for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. My entire family worked in slaughterhouses, so I'm very well versed in what takes place. I've been on more farms than probably almost everyone in the chat. I've been in investigations. I used to go to court on behalf of the Canadian Food Inspection Agency as a witness to some of the things I had saw. I worked in pandemic response. I worked in sampling. I've worked in processing facilities. I've seen it all is what I'm getting at. And Bro Robinson, I see you got a check mark, dude. Just took a screenshot. Bro Robinson, just tell me, like, do you think people that are retired should have to work? Or do you think we shouldn't have a retirement age? That people should just have to work all the time? Let me know, Bro Robinson. This guy drove his car behind me to scare me.
That guy?
This guy right here.
Oh.
I was right over here. He drove his car up, slammed on his brakes behind me because he's mad that we're filming here. Can you imagine? Do you know what happens here?
Yeah, I got to know about it right now.
Yeah, so the mother cows, they're shot in the face. They get shot in the head. Boom. But it doesn't kill them. It makes them immobilized so the guy can cut them without having to move them around. Sometimes they're still pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah. Mother cows, 5-6 years old. Do you know what happens to the male calves?
Yeah.
They get taken away and they get killed. The females, they go back into the industry. They impregnate them. A human being impregnates them just so humans can drink their milk and eat their bodies. It doesn't have to happen, right?
Yeah. They're not.
This is why we're all here.
Okay.
You know, we're trying to say, look, this doesn't need to take place.
I
Right?
get to know about it right
Yeah,
now.
thank you. I mean, the only logical step, my guy, is to live vegan.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be a part of this and do this kind of stuff, you have to live vegan. Don't support an industry like this, man. Yeah, good. Good. So you're gonna live vegan from now on?
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, bro, you have to. You have to. We're all vegan here. 35 years, 34 years. Yeah. So we got a sign now made by Jenny. You're amazing, Jenny. Project Livestream sign right here, guys. That's what we're here doing. If you guys didn't know, this is a global. Bro Robinson, do you want to discuss the topic? Go into the Discord. There's a few people in there. Or send me a DM. We'll have a debate on the ethics of eating animals. And we'll talk about God. We'll talk about whatever reasoning you think we have to eat animals. Let's do it. Let's set it up. You got a check mark. You shouldn't be afraid of a little guy like me, a little channel like me. Let's do it. We'll go live. We'll make it exciting for everyone. What do you think, Bro Robinson? What do you think? Don't be afraid. You got a check mark. Like barbed wire fences, no loitering, no blocking the driveway, absolutely no parking. Think the industry's scared? I think I hear him. Is he hitting the cows? Think the industry's scared? Yeah, another abuser. Look at him. Look how mad he's getting. Look how mad he's getting, guys. He's in there yelling at the animals. Truck's up there too. Yeah, here we go. Oh, he's putting his weapon away after he no doubt scared the crap out of those poor animals. No doubt. Okay, this guy left his truck here. It's empty? Yeah, we can still see.
It's empty, David.
Yeah. I still want to look inside though. You can see all the feces. Look at that. Sliding around in their feces on this empty truck. Fucking reeks in here. Can you imagine the fear, the terror, you know, living in this place and then all of a sudden you're put on that death truck, a fucking death truck, sliding around in your feces, your filth. Maybe some of them are still pregnant. And then you have to be put into a knock box or you're shot in the face, sometimes multiple times. Some of them are still pregnant. Have you ever seen a baby cut out of a cow? They have like this chainsaw device that goes across their abdomen. Then their body spills out, their insides spill out onto a conveyor belt. Someone sorts through that. They cut up the body parts. They determine whether or not there's cancer or tumors or all these other things. Whoa, someone's losing it. This guy here lost his mind. Let's see if we can get his vehicle. People are obviously triggered. That's what happens when change happens. People get madly triggered. They yell. They do things probably they normally wouldn't do, but it's almost like a child having a tantrum. You know, the smell, you can't even imagine the smell. Like, that's all shit, guys. Like, they're sliding up against shit, quite literally, sometimes 30 plus hours away. This is all for profits. None of this is necessary. And if you're open-minded and you're watching this right now, and you're thinking, well, what's going on? This is a slaughterhouse truck. This is what the cows go in. The pigs and the chickens, they go into trucks like this. I call them death trucks. And the cows, they get so scared they shit everywhere. Like, look at all the shit, right? This is all feces. The smell, you can't even imagine the smell. Like, that stench is gonna be with me all day, probably tomorrow, maybe even a little bit. You can have a shower, but will it go away? And so a lot of the people here are saying, I'm hungry, when they're seeing shit. Like, that's how cope works, right? The cope in the chat is crazy. Someone saying yummy while they're looking at fucking shit. Guys, don't be like those people. These people either take the lives of animals, have taken countless lives of animals, or they profit off the industry, right? Or they profit off of it. And so they have something invested to keep this industry, but a lot of farmers have changed. A lot of them have moved away from taking the lives. There's advocacy programs like the Farmers Advocacy Program, Transformation Project. You can change too as a farmer. Many have changed. Many have left the industry. They farm something else. They've moved away from this disgusting nightmare of a thing. And also, on top of that, many workers have changed. Even just doing these Project Livestream, people have left. One, in fact, does the Project Livestream now, and they show what's taking place. So, and my background is I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I worked for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. I saw firsthand. I saw what it did to my family. Saw what it did to like my aunt. My great aunt used to work on a kill floor, and she would vomit. She would go on the kill floor. She'd literally vomit on the kill floor from the things that she saw. Can you imagine what that does to all the people? That's why, like, you don't have programs for slaughterhouse workers. You don't have like it's not like a course. You know what I mean? It's literally like they're using marginalized people to work in these places and profit off of them, and then these workers become disassociated with the animals, and this kind of thing happens where there's that. It's crazy. But again, we don't have to be a part of it. We do not have to do it. We can entirely move away from it. And all these people here are showing that you can. It is not warm out, I'll tell you that. But it's a lot less worse than what the animals, of course, what the animals are going through. It's terrible. It's awful. And we should cry. I think we all should cry. Like really hopped into the back of his vehicle pretty quickly. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's on the sides. Well, that's okay, Bro Robinson. I was diagnosed with PTSD and bipolar disorder because I get constant flashbacks from the shit I saw. And so I get people are going to be a little bit defensive. But I also think we're lied to, and we should know the truth. Once we learn the truth and once we know, we should be better and we should change. So that's what we're here to show is I've been vegan for 12 years. I went vegan. I didn't even know what vegan was. I didn't know what the term was. And honestly, even when I went, I don't even know if I understood even the philosophy behind it. It took me a while to get it. All right, animals aren't here for us. We're not meant to use them. Okay, so now what do I do? And it took me years to gain the courage to speak up and speak out. But at the end of the day, me speaking out is minuscule. There's no comparison. These animals, it's their one and only life, right? It's their one and only chance into existence. And just because they were born into a different body, just because they were born into a different life, does that mean we should just execute them because of that? I don't think it's right. And I think a lot of people, if they saw what I saw, they'd be out here too. I think a lot of people just are uninformed consumers. And I get that. We're busy, we have our lives, we have lots of things going on, there's lots of bad stuff happening, but I'm a firm believer that we're consuming violence. It's on our plates every day, we've normalized it in society, and I don't think anything will change until we remove that from our society. Yeah. Sorry, there's a truck coming, I just wanna... So, yeah, it's very easy. We have resources to help you make the change. But you have to do it for the right reasons. You can't do it for you. You have to do it for others. That means them, the animals. Just that it's a basic concept. You just pick something else at the grocery store. You don't go to zoos. You don't wear their skin. You don't even have to be an activist. Just leave them alone. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple concept, right? Thank you. Well, I don't think it doesn't matter where you suffer the PTSD from. Having flashbacks is having flashbacks, I wake up in night terrors. I've woken up in sweats. I've contemplated lots of different things about my own life. And this is very common. I don't think we should minimize someone suffering PTSD or anything like that, and whatever capacity they had it. On the slaughterhouse kill floor, I've seen what it does to people. It turns people into alcoholics, drug addicts, and makes people disassociate. This is quite typically normal, and yeah, I bet you if every slaughterhouse worker went to, or every hunter, or everybody that has taken a life or seen one taken, surely they're going to be affected by it. Well, it is used a lot, I agree. But in this case, if you're waking up on the ground and you're having constant flashbacks of seeing blood, bodies, all these things, what do you mean? Like, it doesn't have to be comparable, but it's real, right? I can't imagine that anybody would just like joke off what a psychiatrist diagnosed somebody with. Oh, it's not a big deal. Most people don't get diagnosed with PTSD unless if they have fucking PTSD, right? They don't go to a psychiatrist. Maybe they have some other underlying issue, but if they do have PTSD and they get diagnosed, I'm certain that they didn't just spend all those sessions going over hours and hours of discussing these things to find out that, yeah, the reason you can't, do certain things, or the reason you're thinking the way you are, is because of like the shit that you experienced. Okay, Mr. Havoc, can you tell me what degree of psychology have you taken? Are you a therapist? Are you a psychiatrist? Why don't we put you in contact with my psychiatrist? Oh, it's weak-minded, Justin. Right, that's it. So apparently, guys, you can only have PTSD if you're weak-minded. So if you see somebody catch their arm in equipment and you hear them screaming because they're stuck in this equipment and they have to be amputated, that isn't PTSD. You're weak-minded, guys. If you see someone shot in the face, or you see someone jabbed in the throat over and over and over, that isn't PTSD. If you see a leg ripped off on a shackle, that's weak-minded. You shouldn't have empathy on that. You shouldn't feel anything, guys. That's the world Justin wants to live in. Thank you, Justin, for your wonderful service to humanity. I can only imagine what you're like with your family and your friends. He's the type of guy, if someone breaks a bone, he'll say, suck it up, right? Mr. Havoc, I didn't say it has to be the same. Oh my God. Like, why don't you do the research instead of just guessing? This is the funny thing, right? You guess at what's right, what's wrong, who can suffer, who doesn't. It's amazing, amazing. Yeah, we can discuss later. We're in the Discord too, Bro Robinson, and we can just have a discussion. We don't have to debate. Certainly. We just want to inform. And Mr. Havoc, Mr. Havoc, I would love to debate you on the topic. I'll bring in my friend who is a psychiatrist, and you bring in your credentials, and you tell me if people can't suffer PTSD other than what you determine yourself as PTSD. How about that? This is the guy who told me to fuck off. Be careful, don't get too close to him, bro. Wow, that smells. Oh my God, dude. This fucking reeks. So we're gonna go see. The seagulls are ready. They know it's time, right? They followed the truck. They're gonna grab the dismembered body parts, the cancer, the tumors, the intestines, the supposedly unedible parts for humans. So they're gonna grab that. They're gonna bring the body parts all around the community here, because there's this, believe it or not, there's houses that you can see the rooftops of the houses over there. This isn't a community. They'll drop the body parts sometimes in the park over there. They're gonna feast, and all these other birds are gonna come and join them. And then they're gonna lay feces over there, and then children are gonna play in the park there. You know, what a wonderful world we live in. I mean, it's the best case scenario, right? Because people have to eat animals, right? We have to create this environment, right? I'm not gonna debate about the PTSD topic anymore, because I'm actually here for the animals. But it's actually the truth. If you want to look into it, there's a video called What Killing Animals Does to Your Brain. It's on YouTube. It talks about the psychology of what happens to people who take lives, like Mr. Havoc there, guarantee he took life. Also, there was the other guy here, I can't remember his name, guaranteed to take lives. And so they just want to disassociate themselves. And it does talk about that. You disassociate yourself, you remove empathy from yourself, you turn to apathy, and many people turn to psychopathy. And of course, people suffer trauma. It's been studied, PTSD, drug, alcohol addiction, very common, increased in these places, and including sexual assault. But why take that seriously, guys? Why take it seriously, right? Because you're yum-yums, right? Why take that seriously when you have to eat your fucking whatever body part it is? Hey, Jake. Hope the stream went okay. Appreciate you being out there, brother. You have empathy with people that have actual trauma. You should talk to the guy that started working on a kill floor when he was 15 because his parents said it was a good idea that he gets a job. Has suffered with addiction problems his entire life since. Has severe flashbacks and often has had to been walked off the ledge. But hey, he doesn't suffer anything. He's fine. He's weak. Oh, Justin. It was the Justin guy. That's right. I don't know. I think it was... This guy just tried to soak us. It's I think it was like -7 or something, 13 with the wind chill. So that's I can't remember what that is in America if you're from there, but that's it in Canada. It's warmed up like a touch, but it's not warm, that's for sure. So I'm waiting for this guy to move so I can show you guys what your dogs and cats eat. The discarded body parts that goes to a rendering facility. And then, yeah, it gets heat treated. And then it goes into the dog and cat food. And people are like, oh, I wonder why my dog died so early. Or I wonder why my dog had, disease or cancer or has allergies. Well, I wonder why people have disease and allergies for eating animal products. I mean, the critical thinking is just lost upon society sometimes. And I don't blame people. Like, I get it. I used to think this way too, and I wasn't, awake to it. But once you work in it, once you see it, once you're told you can live without eating animals, I think you got to look into it. I think you got to change. Also, there's a 3-minute movie in my description here, guys. Go watch that. There's a library. It helps you out with resources and stuff too. Go see the truth. Go see what's happening in your food system. Be honest with yourself. It's probably pretty similar in Canada and the US. Probably like you can retire at 55, I think, here. With the Canadian pension plan, I think. I retired early. So we got a number of people out. Hello. So everyone here is vegan, It's not, we've had, out of this place, we've had way more people out here than this even. Yeah, I think it's important that we know, at least, at the very least, educate yourself, look into it. So once again, Project Livestream today. We are all over the world. And it's not done yet, guys. There's going to be a group of activists out later today, out at a slaughterhouse. They've had a tremendous amount of views. They're called Anti-Animal Use. Write that down or go subscribe to them. Anti-Animal Use. They'll be live today, and they're going to showcase what happens at another one of these disgusting facilities. If you look, guys, like I could go right onto the kill floor here and show you like all the marginalized workers here. Like basically they're brought in to Canada just to work this job. They have to sign an agreement that they won't look for another job outside of the job that they're given. And so you see the seagulls up there. There's a lot of birds here now. So you know what's happening. So they have the owl up here trying to scare the birds, but the birds realize that that's just a scare tactic by now. So you see the seagulls, they're just waiting on top of the bins till they can grab one of the cancer body parts or discarded body parts, so-called inedible for human consumption. Yeah, and then inside there, this truck will then go to a rendering facility. They'll heat treat the body parts. You should really go out to a rendering facility and just, you don't even have to do anything. You can get out, you can sit in your car and you still will be able to smell how disgusting it is. Just like the slaughterhouse here, it absolutely, like you're a mile away and you can smell it. It's just, it's sickening. Sickening. So that chute, the body parts will fall out, and maybe there are some falling out, I'm not sure. Smaller birds, different types of birds. And people are like, whoa, what's avian influenza? What's zoonotic diseases? What's this? What's that? You know? I'm just actually surprised humanity's made it this long. And this is a so-called progressive biosecurity nation. Other nations are starting to consume more animal flesh, and they do not have the same biosecurity as, say, Canada or the United States or Western world. So now you're going to see more zoonotic diseases spread out, and maybe that'll be the end of us. So all of this might be for nothing, but let's hope not. Let's hope people wake up. But that's a very human-centric view too. Very human-centric view too. Yeah. I just got my bag though.
Well, it'll go over. You won't do well.
No, but I gotta take my bag off.
Oh, really?
I'm probably gonna. I have to put my battery on.
Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. You put it on.
Sure?
Yeah, you put it on.
I will.
At least we have one, right?
Yeah. I'll see if anybody else wants to wear one. How's it going?
It's going.
It's going. That's good.
We had a guy named Justin in here who said, people who suffer PTSD, unless if it's in war, are weak.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess that means like victims of rape,
Yes.
assault.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Sexual assault, all that.
Justin's, I guess, got it down. I guess we should all be like Justin, right?
That'd be a sad world.
Heather, you don't need to eat and live off animals. You can live off plant-based diet. It's very simple. You just don't eat the animal. So I'm showing people the seagulls and how the whole. I call it the circle of life here because somebody was saying this was the circle of life.
Yes.
So the circle of life is all the seagulls coming to the slaughterhouse, fighting over the body parts, the discarded body parts.
Right, the ones that,
that humans won't eat. So it's cancers, intestines, tumors.
Probably going to pet food or
contamination.
Yeah, something else.
So they'll go they'll go to the rendering plant.
Yep.
Heat treated.
Yep.
And then people will give them to their companions, their dogs and cats.
Horrible.
So
no wonder a lot of them die young.
It's well, that's what I was saying. It's no wonder why.
Yeah.
If you love your dogs and cats, maybe you really got to start looking into this as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Peter. By the way, Peter's been vegan for what? 35 years. 36 years this summer. No problem. And imagine, he didn't have all the options everyone else had back in the day. He He's a legend. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's calling you a legend here. Yeah. So we're looking at this glorified. There's probably 100 or 200 cows just in that one small slab of animal flesh. Imagine you missed the break there, you know? Like, these guys just drive in hot all the time. I think they go crazy when we're here, so I think the seagulls are getting a little impatient. Maybe from this angle I'll be able to see now because the truck's gone. It is freaking cold, man. Oh yeah. Now you'll be able to see, guys, the chute. So much going on here. I gotta keep turning my head around. Maybe they haven't started spitting out the body parts yet. Rich, what do you mean? Basically, this slaughterhouse is a protest against vegans. What are you talking about? Well, it's not that they consume meat. It's that they're exploiting innocent sentient beings. Yeah, I did get my head checked after I worked in slaughterhouses. Now I'm fucking here, dude. Think about it. I worked in these fucking places and now I'm here because I was told my whole life that we have to eat animals. No, we fucking don't. Figure it out, dude. It's not rocket science. Fucking wake up, man. Oh, just because people want to eat meat. What if they were dogs, dude? What if we were like, yeah, let's do it to dogs, bro. Dogs. Let's eat dogs. You'd be like, no, those are pets. You know, it's the same fucking mindset. People are idiots, man. This fucking manager, too. I think this is the same driver who drove the guy down, the security guard down to his car, and the security guard came up and drove right behind me, fucking trying to intimidate me. Crazy. Dog stew is delicious. There you go. You can join your buddy and go eat some fucking chihuahua. Like, these people are crazy. Yeah, I'm a huge hypocrite. I know. Thank you. Guys, I'm a huge hypocrite. Thank you. Guys, if you're vegan, hit 1 in the chat. If you're a hypocrite vegan, hit 1 in the chat. If you are someone who thinks this is okay to exploit innocent animals, hit 3. And if you are someone who's open-minded and thinking about change and you don't want to see ravens and all sorts of birds and all that polluting our environment, and then also thinking about changing your ethics and not eating animals, hit 2. Thank you. I'm an idiot, a hypocrite. Yesterday someone said I was out here to make money, because this is how you make money. You stand in front of a slaughterhouse with a camera getting yelled at by a bunch of human supremacists in your phone. Yeah, that's the way to make money. Yeah. Peter, thank you. Scumbag added to the list today. We're trying to get as many names as possible. Scott, you ate a baby bird. Congratulations. You ate a 6-month child baby bird who was disabled. Couldn't even hold their own body weight. Slow it down, dude. Just slow down. Guys, just fucking go so fast here. Yeah, you ate a disabled baby bird. Congratulations. You must feel like a real man, a real important person. I ate a disabled baby bird whose breasts were like so heavy that they couldn't hold their own body weight, and they were chucked into a truck like that, and then they were sent to a gas chamber. Congratulations. Or maybe their heads were electrified and their legs were ripped on a fucking metal shackle. Congratulations. You're such a hero, bro. Such a hero. Wow. Guys, can you imagine being like that guy? Heroes. Heroes flexing on innocent beings that can't even defend themselves. Imagine how much of a hero that guy is. No, they're not coming out yet. Yeah, what a hero. Such a hero. I agree with you, Lori, 100%. It's atrocious. It's really weak. The weak prey on the innocent, right? I can understand if you didn't know, if you didn't understand what takes place in this industry. But once you know, you have no choice to change, because it's not mandatory. It's how Chris, is it Chris? It's not what you eat. It's who you eat. It's not what you eat, Chris. It's who you exploit, who you view for you and your human supremacist mindset, right? For you, it's who you eat. It's not what you eat. I mean, it would be a lot different too if you guys actually like maybe individualize the person that you're eating. Like you guys always want to trivialize who they are and what experience they go through. Why don't you call it the way it is? Why do you gotta use euphemisms, we call them, like calling them steak and beef and trivializing their situation. A lot of farmers say we respect and we care for the animals, but yet they're in this chat and they're talking shit about the animals. So what is it? You guys project this way of being with the animals, yet it's not that way. So why the fuck do you lie about it? You absolutely lie about it. Why? Why do you lie about it? You don't have to lie about it. Just be honest about it. Be clear. Yeah, we exploit them. Just be happy with what you do. We exploit the animals and we don't care what you think. At least vegans aren't lying about what they believe. You guys have to lie about it.
So curious to know what's going on.
I don't know. There's something. I did, but they're not. I asked about 3 of them already. They're not telling me anything. I think somebody else has to ask them.
I'm wondering
It has to be like, because
why.
over there,
They're just
Yeah.
simple workers. Like,
but over there at the gates, the guy came up to me and he started talking to me, but he wouldn't tell me what it is. I think if we go to the gates, we can probably get someone to say what it is. But the boxes were all labeled. So that, to me, you're not, the boxes, if they're, he said there were fruit. I don't believe him for a second.
but cannot be meat either unless these people didn't store.
Yeah. Calm down. Calm down. It's a sidewalk. It's a sidewalk. It's a sidewalk. You can slow down. No, you're going too fast. You don't have to yell at me or get aggressive with me. Slow it down. Guy's losing his freaking mind. Swearing, losing his mind. This is it. This is what happens. People get upset. We're on the sidewalk. Exactly. Super aggressive, super fast. This is what happens though, and this is probably what's going to happen with change, is people are going to get more aggressive, more combative. I look at it as like a tantrum, like a child tantrum. Just like some of the people in the chat. There's one guy, Livewire or something, he's commented about 40 times on one of my posts. Like just completely lost his mind. Does that say something about him? I mean, if he's so steadfast in his beliefs, why would he need to comment on one of my videos 40 times? Right? I am home. This is where I live. People are allowed to eat. It's not what, it's who, Terrell. It's who, Terrell. What if an alien race came down and decided to use the same excuse as you do and started to eat you and your family members? What if they impregnated you or your family, forced you into farms and stuff like that? Huh?
Cannibals.
Yeah.
Extra violence.
Right?
I had them like my jacket had
The cows are just given a number, Woody. You probably already know that. I don't know why anybody would just mock, somebody that's not here who couldn't defend themselves. Like, you guys can mock me all you want. You already do. I could care less, to be honest. But, like, to mock, like, someone who's dead, who never had a chance, who couldn't defend themselves, that's pretty fucking weak. It's pretty pathetic. Keaton, I'm going to make a video about plants. You could say the same thing about plants. Stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel. You probably already are because you have to comment. But stick around, watch my shorts, and I'm going to make a video on plants. I think you'll find it great. Mike, I'm retired, so do you think people shouldn't be allowed to be retired? Saying I should get a job, but I'm retired. So Mike, you don't believe in retirement? Everyone should have to work all the time, Mike? Oh, I didn't turn on the sub to comments. Maybe I'll do that next time. Look at all the birds. They're all waiting. Gee, I wonder how avian influenza happens.
It's not natural for a seagull to eat a cow, is it?
Yeah, I wonder how, yeah, exactly. The guys who are talking about nature in the chat, you know how natural it is for a seagull to eat a cow, right? Nature, though. Please hit like, hit subscribe, tell all your friends. This is part of Project Livestream, guys. We are live at slaughterhouses all over the world today with one thing in mind, is to reach the empathetic people that are watching. Don't pay too much attention to the trolls. We actually use the trolls to make our reach grow further. It's kind of hilarious because they help grow our channels, and then we reach more people that are open-minded like you. So there's something in the description called the 3-Minute Movie Challenge. Go watch it, see what that is like, see if that resonates with you. And then there's resources to help you on your way. I saw a lot of 2s in the chat earlier. So 1 is you're vegan, 2, you're someone who's open to change, and 3 or any other number, you're a total loser, animal abuser. So we've seen a lot of twos in the chat earlier. A lot of people are open-minded to change. Once again, I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I work for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. Worked in slaughterhouses, saw the horror, the terror of what these animals go through. You can't even imagine the nightmare we've created for them, the way we treat them. It's horrific. And we should never do that to anybody. And there's no necessity for it whatsoever. Imagine we lived in a world that grape was normalized. It was just a normal world that we had grape. And let's just say one day we found out that grape was actually not necessary. What would you do? Would you continue graping, or would you stop it? It's the same thing here. It's the exact same thing here. We do not have to do this to animals. It's not necessary. So why the hell would you do it? You don't have to. Look at all the little birds. Little birds are up there, you know. They're eating the body parts, the discarded, inedible, supposed human inedible body parts. Apparently they're edible for your companion animals, though. It's fucking crazy. And someone like Scott, right? See how triggered Scott is? Scott will come to stream after stream after stream, and he will comment and say these ludicrous things, these crazy things. Jenny, behind you. He's driving on the sidewalk. Like, okay. I think this is the guy who got out and yelled at me once. He seems pretty triggered, driving really fast. You know, these guys get angry sometimes. So always keep your head on a swivel when being out at these places. Careful, he's driving fast. This guy's just not happy. And why would you be? Look at the feces. They're just caked in their own feces. Oh my gosh, the smell. Quite literally scared shitless. Shame. Shame. Careful. Careful, guys. Watch, 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 watch. The smell is just rancid. This isn't a survival situation, Rich. You have access to plenty of foods. You don't have to do this. Yeah.
You're not going to believe it. And it's all fruits and vegetables, sustainable, organic, and they bring like unused vegetables and fruits from like Walmart and stuff and repurpose it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Old Bunch.
Old Bunch. Okay. Maybe I was wrong earlier, guys. The place across the street might be changing. So apparently they're giving out like fruits and vegetables to people. So maybe we can do a little bit of research, and the next time I'm out here, I can go talk to them and see. So as you can see, everyone out here is vegan. We're all just trying to end the exploitation here of the animals. Guys, if you don't know who Jenny McQueen is, please go over and watch her. She's here for Project Livestream as well. is very fast. It has just gotten really cold again. Jeez. Well, Rich, you'll never find out why I'm such an idiot. I'm just an idiot. But an idiot who cares about animals, who doesn't think we should be exploiting and being monsters to them. Yeah, well, Rich, have you been on a kill floor? I have. Have you seen them get executed? No, I have. Were you an inspector for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency? No, I was. I've seen what people do to these animals in private. I've seen what people do to these animals in slaughterhouses, and it's disgusting. I should have to work till the day I die. Why? For putting a camera up to the industry and having a different opinion? And then you're complaining that you should be able to have an opinion? It's a bit of hypocrisy there, isn't it? Crazy. It's crazy. It's mentality, man. So, Steven, do you think it's normal to see dead bodies? Do you think you're not affected by it? Why would you even bring it up if it didn't bother you in any way, shape, or form? You know that ambulance drivers, firefighters, police, seeing dead bodies, you don't think any of them suffer trauma from that? You think it's that different? Thank you, Miss Teaspoon. Appreciate it. It's inappropriate behavior. I agree. Like, so you're saying that because you've seen dead bodies, that other people seeing dead bodies, just because they're a different species, that shouldn't matter. Shouldn't we be against all dead bodies and try to maintain bodies and not exploit others? Like, make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. I'm not here to fight you. I'm here to show you the truth. So wait a second here. That's like saying a doctor's not going to see anything, but yet he signed up to it. What are you talking about? I don't understand what your argument is here. I'm trying to tell the world like that they don't have to eat animals, right? I've been vegan for 12 years. I was sold a lie. We're all sold a lie that we have to eat animals, right? And you would agree at this point it's a choice, right? We can choose to or we don't have to, right? You would agree. So why would you want to be a monster to all these innocent animals? And suffer like have them suffer and be exploited the way they are. And then there's the other side issues of that, which are the human ones. So more people in hospitals due to contracting pathogens like contracting pathogens like E. coli, Salmonella, Campylobacter. 1 in 6 contract, right? What about the environmental impacts? What about the sustainability impacts? Like, it's a knockdown effect. You take a life, there's a knockdown effect to that, and you guys want to trivialize it. Why? Because what? You want to eat bacon, bro? Like, no. When we know something's wrong, we should be better, right? What do you mean eat the same shit? I've changed, bro. And I'm showing that you can change. You think I want to be out here? Can I get a tour? You guys let me in there, have a tour? Do you think because they left the door open, they let me in? Is that... Oh, why were you running? Can I get a tour? Let me in. No, they won't give me a tour. Guys, they won't give me a tour. They left some of the door open though. You're supposed to close the cage and then that. You guys don't want to give me a tour? It's okay, I've been inside there before. There, Maple Lodge, Cargill, used to be called Better Beef. Anyways. What did he just do? I don't know what he just did there. But yeah. And look at the comfy offices right up there, right? Making all their money, you know, they're exploiting, they're above everyone, right? They're above everyone, making their money. In the States, you call it the 401k. Here, they call it like your pension plan. And they're making their money off the little employees down here. And then over there, they're doing the thing to the animals. Hey, Lemon FTA, thank you so much for streaming today. Amazing work. Go follow Lemon FTA. Also Twitch streamer, very cool. My phone's gonna die if I don't do something about it, so give me a second, guys. Let's see if someone's gonna hold my phone for a second. Thank you. Add it to the list. I'm a loser. Hypocrite. I was told I need to get a job. There's so many things. Can I get you to hold on to my phone just for a second? I gotta get my charger out.
No worries.
Thank you. Don't mind the name calling. I think they actually love me. I think they're just trying to express it in a different way, you know? They do love me. I don't think they think I'm like
to me, I don't show up. You don't want
that bad, right?
Or you ever meet before, you know. Yeah, the problem is that people don't understand that it's not about missing eating meat. It's just that there's other options without exploiting animals. If you could choose the alternative, why would you continue exploiting eating meat? Every human is different. Yeah, they're gonna eat different. Yes, but to me, changing your hair color, changing your outfit is a choice. But choosing to slit someone's throat, how's that choice? We're inflicting harm on others who don't want to die.
It's pointed.
I like the feud between the chats. It has nothing to do.
It's happening, right? People are fighting and all the things.
Well, yes, I would say majority of the population grew up eating animals. That's something we've been conditioned to do our entire life. Doesn't make it right, just because we've been doing it for years.
I mean, we had lots of bad things happen for years, right?
Yeah.
And we had slavery, right? Women didn't have rights at some point. Like, just because we've been doing things for years doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do. A cow isn't a someone. What are they, a rock? Are they concrete? Like, what are you talking about, dude?
How are they different to a dog?
Like
they're the same as a dog.
They're mammals, right? Like, they're animal. Like, humans are animals. So are you saying humans aren't someone? Like, trying to understand the logic there. But we call it cope, though.
Do you have gloves, Steve? I have gloves. Are you okay?
I have gloves, too. It's just because I have to move things, and
yes.
It's just, grip is a lot easier this way, unfortunately, but.
Do vegans feel bad for killing and eating plants? Well, is there a difference between cutting a cucumber and cutting, let's say, a puppy? That just seems invalid. Let's see what happens.
the cope, right? So, like, if there was a fire, right, and, like, just say, there was a cat left in the fire, and you run upstairs, and then you grab the cat, and then you're like, holy shit, wait a second. You're like, what about the watermelon? And then you're like, holy shit, you throw the cat down because you go get the watermelon because the watermelon has seeds, and there's the potential that the watermelon seed can grow more watermelon. So you tell the owner, you're like, Sorry, man. I could only take out the watermelon. Sorry about your cat, though.
So those who are protesting for the, well, if we feel bad for the plants, I want to see come out here, hold a sign that plants have feelings. Their lives matter too.
Well, I'll go to your carrot rights march when you have that. Just tell me, are you going to march for the big carrots, like the bigger ones, or the baby carrots? I'll be there with the sign right beside you, fighting for the non-sentient carrots. Bro.
Yes, difference between puppy and a cow. Yes, they're both sentient beings. You're absolutely right.
Amazing. This is it, right? This is their biggest argument.
Goodness.
But you know what? I'll steel man your argument. I'll let you win the argument. So plants feel pain, they suffer, and all these things. Well, what do the animals eat that you eat? Right? They eat plants. And so most plants go to, ding, 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 the animals that you eat. So if you want to be more kind to plants and you don't want to wipe out humanity, then you live vegan, because you get rid of the middleman, right? You stop exploiting the cow or the chicken or the pig. You just eat the plants directly. You plant rights activist, you.
Plants eat animals? What are you talking about?
Oh, he's talking about the Venus flytrap. Like, that's how people base their morals on these days, right? A Venus flytrap. Amazing. Oh, this is the one person who's always trolling. Another one of these people is just like thousands of comments. Okay, guys, this truck driver is coming up. He's a bit crazy. Let's get out of the way, so that way we don't get executed. Agnes. This guy's a bit loony today. He's coming up here. Sorry. Guys, let's move out of the way. This guy's crazy. Oh no, it's not the same guy. I was wrong. Sorry. Go hungry. Yeah, that's a great solution, Ruben. A wonderful solution. So everyone just goes hungry. Amazing. Oh yeah, the body parts are coming out now. So we'll show you guys. We'll show you guys what your companion animals are going to eat. So they're eating the discarded body parts, the inedible, so-called inedible body parts for humans. So the seagulls are waiting to grab a few parts. They'll bring that to the community park neighborhood where the kids play, and all the birds go there to chew on the parts, and they excrete their waste there, and the kids are playing around in the waste. Really great for society and communities as a whole. And then, yeah, these discarded body parts that humans won't eat, like cancers, tumors, contaminated body parts, they will go to a rendering facility and they heat treat these byproducts, so to say. And then guess what? Varun stands in front of your camera. And then guess what? You feed that to your companion, you know, the dog and cat you say you love. And you wonder why. You wonder why there's like an epidemic of all these poor animals going to vet clinics and stuff like that. It's a whole thing, guys. Put it together. It's not rocket science. Put it together. Like, just think for a few minutes, man. Mr. Havoc always saying lies, saying there's no such thing as trauma outside of humans, but humans do suffer trauma and slaughter. I don't get it. It's war, I think he said. War, though.
Anyone, even with a criminal record, these guys could be on drugs.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Disgusting. I wish there was an app where I could send you guys the smell of this place. Walking up here, blocks away, all you could smell is disgusting death. The only crazy ones. So I'm crazy for standing here, but yet you've been watching me for 144 minutes, Ruben. 144 minutes, and you're calling me crazy.
I think he's gonna wait for your next live stream, David.
I think Ruben's probably gonna. I think Ruben's. Wait, I think Ruben's probably somebody else. And they changed the account names and they were already banned on my account.
That's true.
And Ruben's pretending to be somebody else, Ruben. We know who you are now. Can you imagine spending that much time on somebody that you hate? Insane. You love birds. Do you eat birds, though, Peter? Didn't you tell me to fuck off earlier or something like that? Or you called me a crazy name? Lemon, I wish I had as much time as Ruben. Sadly, we have jobs and hobbies. Exactly, Lemon FTA. That's funny. Oh, Ruben, the cope. If there was a reward for copium, that would be for you, Ruben. I should have this on a tripod. I should ask if anybody wants to borrow one. Oh well. Sorry for the shakiness, people. Guys, let me know where you're hailing from. If you're new in the chat, let me know. I can tell you why we're out here. Well, I don't think birds should be eating... Slow down. Slow down. I don't think seagulls should be eating cows. I don't think that's... Like, is that the food chain or something there, bro? Fucking mental. Look at all the seagulls, all the birds in the neighborhood due to the slaughterhouse. Circle of life, apparently. Have I taken my B12 today? Not today, but I don't have to filter my B12 through an innocent sentient being. In fact, most B12, most supplements, most drugs go to the animals you eat, by the way. So it's kind of, yeah. So did you eat an animal today to try to get your B12 or some shit? It's weird. Yeah, where do the animals get the B12? It's a good question.
Put it at the middleman.
Oh, this is a lot of cope. A lot of cope in the chat. Guys, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, tell all your friends, share out the stream. Once again, this is part of Project Livestream. This is number 8. We are going to have an annual one in June, and I'm going to try to get as many people out as possible. And I hope you do too, animal rights activists. Just so you know, the year one is going to be the big one. We're going to have a lot of people out that day at several slaughterhouses all over the world. We had Taiwan in the house today. We had Europe. We had the UK. Right now we've had North America as well. And possibly we're going to get more from the US and also in South America. So we're out exposing these places, and we're going to continue to do so. And we won't stop. We won't stop until this industry is abolished. It's funny, like how people become dietitians and they become nutritionists just when they go into a live stream. Like literally they press the live stream, they go into it, and all of a sudden they became a dietitian and they know everything about food and nutrition. It's amazing. I didn't realize my live stream gave out certificates, PhDs, just by being here. Apparently my live stream, when somebody goes in my live stream, they become a PhD in nutrition. Wow. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? I heard. That's really great. Great news. We should like the dichotomy. Well, we can let them know, right? We can let them know, and maybe they're gonna maybe they let us set a base over here, huh? An animal rights base. Yeah. What's the lies, Jamie? What's the lies? I'm always told I'm lying, but I have more experience working in these places than anybody else. So, and until you, until you tell me what I'm lying about, I can't address it. So, what is the lies? Let's hear the lies. Are we not taking babies away from their mothers? Are cows still not pregnant when they're sent to slaughter? Is that a lie? Am I lying about seeing calves inside slaughterhouse trucks? Am I lying about that? Well, that to me that looks like a calf inside a slaughterhouse truck, doesn't it? To me that looks like a mother who's just about to have her calf taken away and probably realizes it, like, holy shit, stop staring at me like I'm a commodity. I guess that's not a cow about to be executed inside a slaughterhouse truck. And I guess this whole entire live stream is a lie because what we showed wasn't the truth today, right? Amazing. I guess we're just full of liars. North Korea needs you. For what? Yeah, you can always make everything a vegan burger. Fuck, I didn't even know what veganism was when I went vegan. Had no idea. I just knew that I didn't want to eat animals anymore. And so I stopped.
Truck.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Well, at least fine, I'm ignorant, fine, but at least I'm not a liar. He doesn't think I'm a liar, so.
Oh, that's good.
He thinks I'm ignorant, though.
Oh.
Well,
Ignorant of what? Everything?
but I can't be ignorant about what's taken place here because I've actually witnessed it, right? And I worked in the like 15 years as an inspector. I think, I think that gives me a little street cred, maybe just a little. Fuck, this is awful, man. Like, just sitting there waiting to be executed. So insane. Like, what have we done? What have we done? What have us humans done? What did we do? What is wrong with us to do this? Like, what the hell did we do? What did we do? Look at what we've done. Look at what we've caused. Shame on us. What have we done? We do this to innocent beings? We put them on these trucks? What did we do? What the hell did we do? I can talk a little bit about KFC. So KFC, if you didn't know, dermatitis. You know that, like, when you chew into the wings and shit, the body parts, like, a lot of them have dermatitis. And then also on top of that, like, when you chew into their flesh, like, you think it's like a little slab of fat. Generally, sometimes that's actually tumors. You're biting into a tumor, like little cancer balls. And if you didn't know too, like, copious amount of antibiotics, drugs, other chemicals. This is like standard. There's a down cow. There's a down cow in the front. If you didn't know, cows aren't supposed to be downed. This is a smaller truck. Wow, those are big cows. Yeah, see the cows down? So the cows down in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. It's a nightmare. That's not how it works, one and only Morpheus. I imagine you thinking you're like ahead of the curve, calling yourself one and only Morpheus, and you still eat animals and you say a statement like that. They're just chilling. No, they're not just chilling. Definitely not chilling. So chaotic here. Now this guy's honking. These guys just own the road here, pretty much. They just do whatever the hell they want. Very chaotic. No, this is called St. Helens. This is in Toronto. Fearman's is located in Burlington, Ontario. That's the site of where the Save movement basically started. Well, they started in Toronto, but that's where they became more active, I would say. And so this guy's losing his shit. So that's generally where you know, a lot of activism started. A lot of people went there, and they still go to Burlington's. It's called Fearman's. Call it Sofina Foods now, but it's actually Fearman's Slaughterhouse. Fearman, if you can imagine, that's the name. On Harvester Road. Crazy. So they execute pigs, 10,000 a day. They put them into CO2 gas chambers. So what happens is when they go in the gas chambers, the CO2 gas actually burns their skin, their lungs, their eyes, their entire body. It hurts them so much. Some of them start gnawing at their own limbs to just try to get out of that situation. And then they pass out. Sometimes they don't all pass out. Sometimes they'll come to when they're having their necks cut. So I seen this happen at Conestoga Meats. This is another pig slaughterhouse where they gas the pigs. That's where I had some training and stuff like that. So I wonder if I can get the down cow here. He'll drive up pretty fast though. But we'll make him, we gotta put pressure on, you know. What's up? Yeah. Big cows. They're big cows. I'm so sorry, baby. See, he doesn't want us to see. Oh, fuck, this smells terrible. Come on. I don't know if the cow's alive or dead. Even moving?
David, what are you seeing in there?
I see a down cow. They might even be dead. I don't know. This cow has a gaping wound here.
Seriously?
Yeah, you can see here. There's blood right there.
Oh my god, so there's blood pouring out of a wound inside?
Yeah, it's dripping on their leg.
I'm going to look at your screen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you look at their legs.
Yes. Oh
Yeah, it's dripping. It's all on their leg too.
Oh
You can see it all along their leg. And so he's moving the truck just to intimidate us.
no. Yeah.
He doesn't have to move it. He doesn't have to do that at all.
So that's the injured cow. And you
No,
also-
this is one of the cows. The other cow's down. It appears they have the same injury, but it looks like maybe they're dead. They're not even moving.
One down
Yeah, see how there's not even any movement whatsoever.
I'm gonna put my.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, damn.
So I think they might be dead.
Oh my god.
How you doing, man? You can change too, you know that, right? You don't have to do this. Is the cow dead? Is the cow dead?
there. Why is it down?
Hey,
Why is it down? Why?
I don't see any movement at all.
Really?
And that's dairy
What about
for
the one
you.
bleeding? There's one bleeding.
You know, you can change. Plenty of ranchers have changed. Plenty of ranchers have changed. There's so change. They stopped farming animals. Plenty of change. You can change too. I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I worked for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency for 15 years. My whole family worked in this. I changed. You know, everybody can change. There's something called the Farm Transformation Project. You can look into these things. You can farm anything else, you know? You can change, my guy. You can change. It's easy, man. It's a lot easier than you think. If you care about these cows, you care about them. I was in the inside and I see what happens in there, man. I had to retire because of what I saw in those things. Doesn't have to happen. We can very easily stop this. Well, we don't have to breed them into existence, right? And you can become a sanctuary, right? We can help you be a sanctuary. You'd be revered. You'd be a hero. We would get you funding, any funding that you need. You know?
Are you a farmer too? Do you farm them too? You just transport them. So what happens with this one that's dead on the truck? Do you tell the farmer what happened to them? And how did it happen? Do you think you're driving? Do you think they fell over? Huh? Why are they being transported because they're old?
That was hard to see. Yeah, we have surge activism, so that would be more, I think, in the UK over here, and I think also Transformation Project. There's also the Ranchers Advocacy Program for anybody who wants to change. It's not as hard as you think, and quite honestly, it probably aligns more with your values than you'd even know. There's a lineup. There's literally, when I talked to Renee, Rowdy Girl Sanctuary, who was a Texas rancher living in Texas, out of all places, she changed, and there's a documentary about her as well. We can all change, and she has a lineup of people asking her to help them change, move away from this, because you don't have to do it. And people are waking up to say, look, I don't feel really great about sending animals to slaughter. I don't think I should do that anymore. Careful, there's a truck coming. So maybe I'm making him think. I tried to relate to him a little bit. Sometimes we got to do that. Sometimes you have to. I really appreciate all the animal rights activists in the chat. I appreciate all the people that were out there today too. It's not easy. It's really not easy. And we need more support. We need more people out here fighting with us. You imagine if we had 300 activists, 500. Imagine we had 1,000 activists at every slaughterhouse. Could change the world, right? We could unite together. If you can't go live, sometimes I understand that, but we encourage you to. But you can also just even go out and support. Most of the people out here aren't live streaming. Some of them are going to try, but at least they're out to support. And it's a cold day, but we made it. We're going to get to go home. We're going to get to put our feet up. We're going to have warm drink or something. But for the animals, they won't be able to do it. And that poor cow in there, can you imagine? Their legs all scuffed up, and the other down cow as well. Just doesn't need to happen. So don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, all those things. So this is like quite the image. Would you be able to grab a photo of me with the Project Livestream? Peter, where's your compassion, Peter? Where's your kindness? Where's your empathy? What happened to you, man? What happened to you? Where'd your empathy, where'd your kindness go, dude? I'm sure you aren't like this at home, are you? Are you just someone who just really hates animals? There's a lot of farmers out there that do. They take out their frustrations on the animals. Are you one of those?
Do you want to stand here, David? I'll get you with all of this.
No, Peter. Look at our world in data. It'll show you the statistics on if we made change. And quite honestly, it's a lot more sustainable. Like, what is it? 3/4 of the entire landmass that we use can be saved. And we could feed almost double our planet if we move to a plant-based food system. ourworldindata.org. There's no excuse to do this. You can try to justify it all you want. You're really, at the end of the day, either justifying it for your taste or your profits. At the end of the day, those are the two things. Steve and I've worked on both sides of this, and almost all the vegans ate animals at one point. So they've been on both sides of this. They know. They know what's going on, dude. Like, this is not something we do not know about. We know exactly what happens.
What time does that? What time does you're ending it out?
Whenever, yeah. I want to see where Jenny's at, and then see where Laura's at. And are you guys talking about finishing, or are you guys?
I'll probably leave soon.
You guys have, yeah. I mean, we could.
Within the hour.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want to get something to eat after?
Yeah, I'd love to. Mr. Havoc, go in the Discord. Let's debate about it. Let's have, you can debate the topic. We'll just see if you're logically consistent. And I bet you aren't. Yeah, if it was 1982, if it was 1700, if it was one, like who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about our past? We have a pretty shitty track record, dude. Yeah, well, I thought the difference between that, Stephen, you and I, is I was told we had to eat animals in order to live and survive and all these things. I was told this, and so are most people. They're told that they have to eat animals, right? But you don't. And so once I learned that you didn't have to, then it's a moral obligation not to be a monster to animals. Like, I should have known better. Yeah, I should have looked into things more. I feel guilty about it all the time. Lied to. We're lied to about everything about this industry. And if anything, this is what I don't get with the trolls, right? Some of them are like, well, I don't care, but at least the animals should be treated right. So why wouldn't you want vegans out there? Even if in your own welfarist mindset, why wouldn't you want vegans out there speaking up? Why wouldn't you want us talking about this so your so-called welfare means can be upheld, right? Like, why wouldn't you want to do that? And what do you mean it's none of my business? Well, it's the cow's business. And of course it's my business when, okay, if you want to look at it from a human-centric point of view, you're risking my life with zoonotic diseases like avian influenza, which is in cows now, by the way. You're risking my life with swine flu. You're risking my life with all these different health issues. You're costing me more in taxpayer dollars. You're ruining the ecosystems, flooding algae blooms inside of lakes and rivers and streams for your fucking dairy milk when you're not a cow. Like, there's all these side effects. There's increases in violent crime rates. There's more drug addicts, more alcoholics. You're exploiting marginalized people. You're bringing in marginalized people with force to do these types of jobs. You're trafficking children, migrants, all these things. You're doing that. So yeah, it does affect humans as well. Yeah, that's it. You need 2-3 minutes. Yep. So yeah, it does affect humans as well, but more importantly, you're doing this to innocent sentient beings that want to live, and you don't have to. Because guess what, bro? At the end of the day, you're not a cow, so you don't need to drink their milk, and you don't need to eat animals, right? So you don't need to do any of that. So why would you enact violence? Why would you take someone's life when you don't have to do that? Yeah, plenty of drug. Who do you think the people that are used here? So go to a slaughterhouse. Do me a favor, because you guys are all talking shit, right? Go to a slaughterhouse, talk to the guy who kills the animals, and you're gonna see what they go through, the experience they go through. I do, right? I go on podcasts, I share my story often, tell people the truth. So guys, please hit like, hit subscribe, tell your friends. Once again, this is part of Project Livestream number 8. I encourage you to get involved. Sorry for the background noise. Please get active, share the experience of the animals, share what they're going through. We don't need to do this, we don't need to be a part of this. Links are in the description. Thank you, Axel. Go subscribe to Axel. Go check out his work. He's live all the time. And also I encourage you to follow the other activists in the stream. Plenty of them are going live. There's mother cows in here, by the way. Mother cows. They're about to be executed. For what? For nothing. For your little yum-yums when you can replace that. So guys, Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for all the activists who are doing this across the world. Anti-animal use will be live. Maybe they're live now. I don't know when they're live, but go watch them. There's a link in my description if you want to grab for all the other people going live. If you want to support me, there's a link also below my link tree. It goes into some protection stuff that I could use, or cameras and stuff like that. So thank you. I appreciate you. If you guys want to see me live again, there's a possibility I might be live again today, but maybe not. We'll see. Thank you so much for being here. It's fucking freezing, man.